Are you sensing a shift in the air, a change that feels bigger than anything we've experienced? Earth is entering a transformative period, what many are calling the Great Reset. Between 2025 and 2027, a convergence of environmental, societal, and spiritual changes may shape our planet's future in ways we've never seen. This shift is anticipated to touch every corner of our lives, from the natural environment to technological advances, and even our collective mindset. What does this planetary reset mean for us? How can we prepare to align with these changes rather than resist them? This video will uncover what the Great Reset entails, why the timeline matters, and the signs in our environment indicating this transformation. Let's explore how we're a part of this monumental shift and what it means for Earth's journey and ours. What is Earth's Great Reset? The concept of Earth's Great Reset speaks to a profound transition, a restructuring of natural and human-made systems that support life on our planet. It goes beyond environmental changes and dives into the interconnections between our ecosystems, technology, society, and spirituality. This reset represents a chance to realign these systems harmoniously, addressing issues like climate change, environmental degradation, and social inequalities that impact every living being. At its core, the Great Reset suggests a rethinking of our values and how we interact with our world. As resources become strained, there's a push to reduce our environmental footprint and innovate sustainably. Think about how the global pandemic highlighted the need for healthcare reform, or how economic instability has prompted calls for fairer distribution of wealth. These discussions align with the spirit of the Great Reset, encouraging us to redefine what prosperity and growth mean. This shift also involves a reconnection with nature. For decades, our societies have been disconnected from natural rhythms, focusing instead on industrial and technological growth. The Great Reset encourages us to remember our place within the ecosystem, fostering a mindset where protecting the planet is not just an obligation, but a natural inclination. This could mean increased support for green energy, conservation efforts, and even a shift in global policies that prioritize the Earth's health. For individuals, this reset may feel like a call to rethink personal values and lifestyles. People are questioning their consumption patterns, waste production, and even career choices, moving toward sustainable and purposeful paths. This is not just a collective effort, it's deeply personal, as each person plays a role in this transformation. Earth's Great Reset is essentially about reawakening the relationship between humanity and nature, aiming for a balanced, sustainable future. Why 2025 to 2027 matters. The period from 2025 to 2027 is seen by many experts and thinkers as a window of opportunity for change. Why this time frame? The short answer is that we're reaching tipping points environmentally, socially, and technologically. Scientists have noted that global warming, if not addressed by this period, could trigger irreversible changes in ecosystems. For instance, the melting of polar ice caps and rising sea levels could lead to extreme weather events that are harder to manage. On a societal level, 2025 to 2027 is also seen as a critical period because of technological and economic shifts. Technology is evolving faster than our regulations can keep up, raising ethical questions around AI, data privacy, and automation. During this period, industries and policymakers will likely be pressured to adapt to these technological shifts responsibly. Without this adaptation, there's a risk of widening social divides, where access to resources and technological advantages create even more inequality. Many spiritual and indigenous beliefs also point to this timeframe as significant. Some consider it a period of spiritual awakening or ascension, where people become more attuned to energies and frequencies that push them toward inner growth and self-awareness. Whether through astrology, numerology, or indigenous prophecy, These beliefs indicate a period where people are called to look beyond material concerns and embrace a more balanced, harmonious existence. In short, 2025 to 2027 matters because it is a time for decisions that will shape the trajectory of the future. Whether we capitalize on this opportunity to create sustainable, ethical systems or continue on a path of environmental neglect and inequality will define the legacy we leave for future generations. Environmental signals of change. Our planet is already giving us clear signs that a change is underway. From melting glaciers and rising temperatures to frequent natural disasters, these signals are hard to ignore. Scientists point out that these environmental changes are not isolated events. They are interconnected symptoms of a larger issue, the Earth's need for balance. Climate change is the most visible sign, with extreme weather patterns, droughts, and fires impacting every continent. The oceans are another area showing distress. Rising sea levels and warming waters have led to coral bleaching and changes in marine biodiversity. These shifts don't just affect marine life, they disrupt the global food chain and the livelihoods of people who depend on fishing and tourism. Oceanic health is crucial for maintaining Earth's ecological stability, as oceans absorb a significant amount of the world's carbon dioxide. As they become less effective in this role, the effects of climate change accelerate. Humanity's role in the shift. Humanity has an integral role in Earth's Great Reset, where individual and collective choices can either accelerate or hinder this planetary shift. Our actions, as well as the attitudes we bring toward issues like climate change, pollution, and social justice, play a critical part in shaping the outcome of this reset. For centuries, humans have focused on growth and development, often at the expense of the environment and equality. Now, more than ever, it's clear that a rebalancing is needed. One of the most impactful roles we play is in reducing our ecological footprint. This can range from everyday actions like recycling and conserving water to supporting policies that protect biodiversity and reduce carbon emissions. Every individual action, when multiplied by millions, can create a ripple effect. This collective responsibility is about embracing a lifestyle that respects natural resources and promotes sustainability. From choosing renewable energy sources to reducing waste, our decisions are essential in supporting the Earth's health. Another role humanity plays is through innovation and technology. While technology has contributed to environmental degradation in the past, it also holds the potential to help restore and protect the planet. Renewable energy technologies, such as solar and wind, allow us to reduce dependency on fossil fuels. Advances in agriculture, like vertical farming and precision agriculture, help to minimize land use and water consumption. The role of human creativity in devising sustainable solutions is an asset that, if guided with the right intent, can bring about positive change. Humanity's role also extends to social and economic systems. Economic inequality, for example, contributes to environmental degradation, as marginalized communities often lack the resources to practice sustainable lifestyles. Addressing these inequalities can empower more people to engage in eco-friendly practices and contribute to the Great Reset. Governments, corporations, and individuals all share the responsibility to create an economic model that values people and the planet over mere profit. Shifting from a consumption-driven economy to one that prioritizes well-being and sustainability will be key in this transformation. Additionally, humanity has a significant role in fostering a sense of global unity. The Great Reset challenges us to see ourselves as part of a global ecosystem where our actions affect others worldwide. Climate change, for instance, impacts regions differently, but the consequences ripple out to all. By embracing a global mindset, people are more likely to act in ways that benefit not just their immediate surroundings, but the world at large. This calls for solidarity, empathy, and a commitment to the greater good. merging tech and spirituality. In the era of the Great Reset, the convergence of technology and spirituality is seen as a powerful way to create a balanced future. This combination brings together the strengths of human innovation with the wisdom of spiritual principles, creating a holistic approach to address the world's challenges. While technology often focuses on enhancing physical and material aspects, spirituality encourages introspection, compassion, and connection to something larger than ourselves. Together, they offer a unique pathway forward. Technology, when aligned with spiritual values, can be a force for positive change. Innovations in green technology, such as electric vehicles and renewable energy, help reduce our environmental footprint while respecting the planet's resources. Biotechnology advances are creating new ways to conserve and protect ecosystems, from reforestation drones to genetic research aimed at preserving endangered species. When used mindfully, technology can serve as an ally in restoring Earth's health, aligning with spiritual ideals of stewardship and respect for all life. The digital world has also expanded the reach of spiritual teachings, making them accessible to people around the globe. Online platforms, apps, and virtual communities allow people to connect with others who share similar values, regardless of geography. This fosters a sense of global unity and collective consciousness, values deeply rooted in many spiritual traditions. Through these digital channels, individuals can engage in practices like meditation, mindfulness, and prayer, fostering inner growth that complements technological advancement. Artificial intelligence, AI, and data analytics, though often viewed as purely technical fields, can also be tools for spiritual and ethical progress. AI is increasingly being used to monitor climate patterns, track deforestation, and analyze pollution levels, helping to guide policy decisions and conservation efforts. When guided by ethical frameworks, these technologies can support efforts to heal and protect the planet. In this way, technology can become an extension of human consciousness, reflecting our values and intentions. The rise of collective unity. The Great Reset emphasizes the importance of collective unity, an idea that humanity must come together to address the global challenges that affect us all. This concept of unity isn't just about governments and organizations. It's about individuals recognizing their interconnectedness with others and the planet. As we face issues like climate change, resource scarcity, and economic inequality, it becomes clear that solutions require a united approach that transcends borders, beliefs, and personal interests. Collective unity starts with empathy and understanding. People across the world are feeling the effects of environmental and social shifts in different ways. In some places, climate change means rising sea levels and flooding. In others, it brings severe droughts and food shortages. By acknowledging the experiences of others and recognizing our shared vulnerabilities, we create a foundation for solidarity. This empathy fuels a desire to help, support, and stand with others in the journey toward a sustainable future. One area where collective unity is essential is in global policies. Climate agreements, like the Paris Agreement, show how countries can come together to address global issues, but these efforts require ongoing cooperation. Governments, businesses, and communities must work hand in hand to achieve large-scale changes. Collective unity strengthens these efforts, enabling international policies and initiatives to be more effective and impactful. It's about creating a global community where everyone plays a part in the planet's well-being. Unity also extends to local communities, where individuals can make a difference by supporting each other and fostering sustainable practices. Community gardens, local recycling programs, and green spaces are examples of initiatives that encourage people to work together for common goals. These small actions, when multiplied, have a significant impact on the environment and help strengthen the bonds between community members. By fostering a sense of unity on a local level, we contribute to the larger goal of global harmony. The rise of collective unity reflects a spiritual shift in humanity's consciousness. Many spiritual teachings emphasize the idea that all life is connected, and the Great Reset serves as a reminder of this truth. As people become more aware of this interconnectedness, they are likely to feel a stronger sense of responsibility toward others and the environment. This sense of collective purpose can inspire positive change, as people act not only for themselves, but for the well-being of the entire planet. Disasters or divine signs. In the era of the Great Reset, many view natural disasters as more than just random events. Some see these occurrences as signals or divine signs that humanity must heed. This perspective holds that the intensifying natural phenomena, like hurricanes, earthquakes, and wildfires, are not just scientific anomalies, but urgent messages from nature urging us to change our ways. While science provides explanations for these events, interpreting them as signs can help people connect more deeply to the significance of Earth's current state and the need for human action. These natural disasters have become increasingly severe, with rising global temperatures and shifting weather patterns fueling their intensity. From heat waves causing droughts to powerful storms impacting entire regions, these disasters are pushing people to confront the environmental crisis. For those who view these events spiritually, each disaster serves as a wake-up call, a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life and the consequences of environmental neglect. They believe that if humanity fails to acknowledge these signs, even more destructive events may follow. Seeing disasters as divine signs can foster a sense of humility and reverence for nature. When people view nature as a living entity rather than an exploitable resource, they're more likely to treat it with respect and care. This shift in perspective can lead to meaningful changes in lifestyle and choices as individuals and communities become more conscious of their environmental impact. For instance, communities affected by floods may adopt new building practices to reduce environmental strain, while those impacted by droughts may advocate for water conservation. This interpretation of disasters can also motivate collective action. When communities see these events as calls to change, they may be more willing to push for sustainable policies, support conservation efforts, or adopt green technologies. This approach, while not universally accepted, helps individuals and societies internalize the urgent need for environmental responsibility, especially when words and data alone fail to make an impact. Preparing for transformation. As Earth undergoes the Great Reset, preparation becomes essential. Preparing for transformation goes beyond individual survival tactics. It involves mental, emotional, and community-based readiness. Transformation at this scale requires a shift in mindset, an openness to adapt, and a willingness to embrace new ways of living that support both the planet and our collective well-being. One of the first steps in preparing for transformation is cultivating resilience. Resilience isn't just about enduring hardships, but about learning how to adapt to changing circumstances. This may mean developing practical skills, like growing one's own food or learning energy-saving habits, that allow people to rely less on external systems and more on sustainable practices. Building resilience also involves mental flexibility, being able to adjust plans, and having the courage to face uncertainties. On a community level, preparation involves coming together to create support systems. In times of change, communities that band together can weather challenges more effectively than those that don't. Local groups, neighbors, and families can work together to create shared resources, such as food cooperatives or community gardens, that foster interdependence and reduce individual burdens. By establishing networks of mutual aid, people can ensure that everyone's needs are met, even during difficult times. Emotional preparation is equally crucial. Major transformations can bring about feelings of fear, anxiety, or even grief for the old ways of living. Preparing emotionally means acknowledging these feelings and finding healthy ways to process them. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, and journaling can help individuals cope with the uncertainty that comes with major shifts. By strengthening emotional resilience, people are better equipped to face changes with a clear mind and a hopeful outlook. Preparing also involves educating oneself on sustainability practices. Learning about renewable energy, waste reduction, and environmental conservation provides people with tools they need to contribute to a sustainable future. Many people are now considering the environmental impact of their everyday actions, from what they buy to how they dispose of waste. This shift in awareness is part of the Great Reset, as people learn to make choices that benefit both themselves and the planet. Social and economic impact. The Great Reset is expected to bring significant social and economic changes, reshaping the way we live, work, and connect with each other. These impacts go beyond environmental shifts, influencing economic systems, job markets, and social structures worldwide. Understanding these potential impacts can help individuals and communities prepare for and adapt to the changes that lie ahead. Economically, the Great Reset may drive a transition away from traditional industries reliant on fossil fuels and toward green, sustainable jobs. As the world invests in renewable energy, eco-friendly agriculture, and circular economies, job markets are likely to shift accordingly. This transformation could create new opportunities in fields like renewable energy engineering, green construction, and sustainable product design. However, it may also mean job losses in industries that rely on outdated, polluting technologies, leading to the need for retraining programs and educational initiatives that help people adapt to new career paths. On a social level, the Great Reset could encourage a greater focus on equity and inclusion. The economic disparities highlighted by recent global challenges have shown the need for systems that prioritize people's well-being over profit. This shift could result in policies that support universal health care, affordable housing, and access to education, creating more balanced societies. Governments and organizations are increasingly exploring economic models that support a fairer distribution of wealth, making these goals part of the transformation. As economies adapt, the way people work may change too. The traditional 9-to-5 office job is already evolving, with remote work becoming more widespread. This shift offers people more flexibility and reduces commuting, which in turn lowers carbon emissions. It also raises questions about work-life balance, mental health, and the future of urban spaces if fewer people need to live in cities to work. The Great Reset may continue to shape this trend, promoting flexible, purpose-driven work that aligns with personal and environmental values. Socially, the Great Reset also highlights the importance of communities. The pandemic has shown that people are resilient and adaptable, and many have turned to local communities for support and connection. This emphasis on local networks may continue as people prioritize community resources, sustainability, and mutual aid. Local economies, such as farmers' markets and small businesses, could see a resurgence as people recognize the value of supporting those around them. Facing the future with hope. Facing the future with hope is crucial as we navigate the Great Reset. While the challenges ahead may seem daunting, hope allows people to envision a better future, one in which humanity lives in harmony with the earth and each other. Hope inspires resilience, creativity, and unity, all of which are essential in transforming fear of change into motivation for action. Hope is built on the understanding that change, while difficult, can lead to positive outcomes. The Great Reset offers the chance to rethink our relationship with the planet, adopt sustainable lifestyles, and build more equitable systems. Instead of dwelling on loss, hope encourages us to focus on what we stand to gain: a healthier planet, thriving communities, and a greater sense of interconnectedness. Hope motivates people to take action, whether by making eco-friendly choices, supporting policies that benefit the environment, or engaging in community efforts. Another source of hope comes from witnessing progress and innovation. Across the world, people are creating solutions to some of the most pressing challenges, from renewable energy technologies to zero-waste practices. Each step toward sustainability shows that positive change is possible and that collectively, we have the tools to build a better world. This mindset helps people feel empowered rather than overwhelmed, knowing they can contribute to a hopeful future. Hope also comes from recognizing the collective power of humanity. When individuals come together with shared purpose and vision, their combined efforts can lead to remarkable results. Movements for social and environmental change demonstrate the strength of collective action, inspiring others to join in and contribute to the Great Reset. This unity reinforces the belief that we're capable of facing any challenge, no matter how immense. Hope is rooted in a spiritual or philosophical outlook that views challenges as opportunities for growth. Many people find hope in their faith, spirituality, or personal beliefs, which provide a deeper sense of purpose and resilience. This spiritual grounding can be a source of strength during uncertain times, encouraging people to see the Great Reset as a journey of learning and evolution rather than a crisis. In facing the future with hope, humanity is not only embracing resilience, but also celebrating the potential to create a more harmonious, sustainable world. This hopeful outlook is essential for the journey ahead, as it transforms fear and uncertainty into the courage to create a future that benefits everyone and everything on Earth. Air quality is another major signal of environmental change. Pollution in cities has led to health issues, reduced lifespan, and an overall decline in life quality for urban populations. Poor air quality also affects crop production and natural vegetation, further stressing food security. Governments are implementing policies to combat this issue, but progress has been slow. Addressing air pollution requires systemic changes in industry, transportation, and energy production. Lastly, biodiversity loss is perhaps one of the most alarming signs. Species are going extinct at a rate far beyond natural cycles due to habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change. This loss weakens ecosystems, making them less resilient to other environmental changes. The interconnectedness of life means that each species plays a role in maintaining balance. As these species disappear, the whole ecosystem suffers, which could lead to cascading effects that impact human life directly. Reconnecting with nature's rhythms. One of the core aspects of the Great Reset is the invitation to reconnect with nature's rhythms, re-establishing a harmony that's been disrupted by industrialization and rapid urbanization. Humanity's detachment from natural cycles has contributed to environmental imbalance, and now, as part of this transformative period, there's a collective push to embrace more sustainable ways of living. This reconnection isn't just about ecological responsibility. It's also about healing and realigning our lives with the natural world. Reconnecting with nature begins with observing and respecting natural cycles, such as the changing seasons, lunar phases, and solar patterns. Many cultures have traditions rooted in these cycles, using them to guide planting, harvesting, and celebrating life. This natural awareness fosters a sense of continuity and purpose, reminding us that we're part of a larger system. By aligning our activities with these rhythms, we can reduce stress, improve our health, and find greater balance in our daily lives. Sustainable agricultural practices are a powerful way to restore this connection. Organic farming, permaculture, and regenerative agriculture work with the land, not against it. These practices encourage biodiversity, improve soil health, and preserve ecosystems. By supporting these sustainable farming methods, people can enjoy food that's healthier for both the body and the planet. Moreover, growing food locally reduces the need for long-distance transportation, decreasing pollution and resource use. When communities embrace these practices, they foster a deeper connection to the land that sustains them. Spending time in nature is another effective way to reconnect. Studies have shown that time spent in green spaces reduces stress, boosts mental health, and enhances overall well-being. Activities like hiking, gardening, and even short walks in a park can have a calming effect, helping people feel more grounded and connected to their surroundings. This simple act of being in nature reminds us of the beauty and resilience of the natural world, inspiring a desire to protect it. Reconnecting with nature also involves learning from indigenous wisdom. Indigenous communities have long practiced sustainable ways of living, understanding the importance of respecting and conserving natural resources. By listening to these voices, society can gain valuable insights into how to live in harmony with the environment. Many indigenous practices, such as rotational farming and land stewardship, have been shown to be effective in preserving ecosystems and supporting biodiversity. Incorporating these principles can help guide humanity toward a more balanced future.